All right, it's if we're now Kwaba once again about if you say so. Menoka say there's breaking news back from the camp of the New Patriotic Party. Kamia Kweye say a particular flag bearer have been disqualified. So let us break it. Let us break this whole news down. We are learning say when the New Patriotic Party opened nomination for people to file to be the flag bearer of the party, there was a clause, an attachment say OG will follow nomination fee, which is like 500,000. They also afterwards, after you've gone through the vet and what pass it on, an additional 4 million almost any development fee. I just want to party, through this trial or thick times. Now each candidate was supposed to pay 4 million. Now some people are struggling to actually pay that kind of money, and then one person as you see who has been struggling all this while to pay this kind of money, Kwabena Agyapong. So we are learning, say Kwabena Agyapong, based on his inability to pay ability to pay this particular 4 million. They are disqualifying him based on that particular grounds. There was what TSC say, and you're not complaining about this. Obidi said anymore, or say he dropped out of the race because of the 4 million Ghana cedis that they are charging to him. Money is so hard to come by. In fact, he used a certain phrase, "Sika MPDD." It's not going to say 4 million Ghana cedis on an election. So you say, "Adena ye kwa candidate ba ko enye person on win." Yenko tie in sema omudi tuja in regards to with leaking the information as to why Kwabena Agyapong have been disqualified from this particular New Patriotic Party flag bearer race. Share video
Breaking story. Now there's an update of the breaking story, and the catcher will say, Kwabena Agyapong are all preso be to Frank Adiama MPP or disqualify because a year 4.6 million development fee which are for which mean Tiaka. It's the vetting committee has recommended say yen disqualify and the National Council, the NEC, almost what Jatum, and then they have communicated to him, say they have given him 48 hours to mobilize the funds, So that is the only window of opportunity or work. After 48 hours expiration, it was for Kwabena Agyapong will not be on the ballot paper and we had January 31. It's a pay former General Secretary of the NPP, Kwabena Agyapong, for our contested presidential candidate paying. But this time, Onya Sakuyan contested, basically because he was unable to pay the 4.6 million development fee. It's disqualified. He has between and there any close of day tomorrow, 48 hours to mobilize the funds. Now, so to me, yes, I a party paid for and the ding a sign back a year less than now 5 years can't want some gradually about than the 4. So the 4 are my film, Dr. Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, Dr. Bawumia Agyapong, and Dr. Yao said the chum. But Kwabena Agyapong the which are for Mano Kasei there. You're disqualified from the race until said. Here's the caveat. Until said, obviously, mobilizes our 4.6 million development fee, on Timmy and contested in this election. That is the information. We've been trying to reach him before the doom. But and I'll pay you hearing it for the first time. Or a party we say you're disqualifying Kwabena Agyapong, former General Secretary of the NPP, so to Franca.
Okay, so that is the news, Air Corso. Now, straight up to Chairman to me in the same New Patriotic Party, Menoka say, some former appointees and former party members, party say, what Mahama is doing, he's doing the right thing because they knew about the corruption and how Chairman to me was aiding these galamsey practices. And according to them, they are MPP people, but they want Chairman to me to be jailed. I am na make a video back to us.
Ya cry yan MPP for the cry ye call it Mahama. Obia o diska wo MPP na o diska kwa contract awanya no. So Mahama nche no a ye cry ye ni Mahama obika. Wan chi sa nipa no a nti no o chi akonfo no ende ye yi akonfo na Africa na wo. Wo ya akonfo na wo MPP ye yi wafrim. Wo wan di se ye yi wafrim. Nti se kwasara kwaji contract na se wanye na security friend na o te afre wan. O te afre wan. Oda the kasa kese no ono obi na dem woti ho say Mahama o ma power ne o ma ochana Mahama aba kotune mun kotuno esa se wo abronya wa jimiti ultimi ntu ntumi ultimi na futu papa biara Kenya Japan ekuma MPP mukofa ba say 10 cents of Kenya Japan na wo abronya nna nkama ya san dem ponche kwa hayo na ka wo so wo ye nipa di odi party anim nti ba yalu su obi ye no ko so mfata wo je ni party no mfata asia.
So you could see, say, even Untumi's own party members, some of them are happy, basically based on all of these things are air course. So now, it's for you checking the charges, say they are bought Chema Untumi, and no be any idea two screens because Attorney General Minoka say, you know, or more are updating also charges against Untumi. Count 1, undertaking a mining operation without a license. Akonta Mining Company Limited is accused of operating a mining concession as Samina Boy in 2022 without a valid license from the minister, contrary to Section 99 Clause 2 of the Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, as amended by Act 995. So this is the first charges debo Chema Untumi. Now, not just that, count 2. No, so the count 2 is also another additional charge debo Chema Untumi. And what is the count 2 about? Or say count 2 undertaking a mining operation without a license. Chema Untumi and one Kwame Entry, currently at large, allegedly conducted mining operations as owners and directors of Akonta Mining Company Limited without tunnel and within the tunnel Nimere Forest Reserve without authorization. Blame Chema Untumi say Galam say no okoye ye no oye wo forest mu enunti na okoye wo sa particular forest mu na oni eye license enunti na e say yakwochi. So that is one of the other charge ye dia bono ye hwe charge 4 no and account 4 no or say felling trees in a forest reserve without written authority. Akonta Mining Company Limited is said to have felled more than 300 merchantable trees and several saplings in the forest reserve, contrary to Section 1 Clause 1 of the Forest Protection Act 1974, as amended by Act 624. In the say, sa particular forest reserve no a war Samra boy no Akonta mining omukoye and not so omuko say omukoye den omukutu good and omutu say ndua ni nyina ebi ebra ye mom authorization and I am mom permission so monye and also forest reserve no ade a ye na ade ato ho se na be at the end of the day nchimba ene womo at the end of the day no in chimba any future, to protect our future and other things, because of that, these kind of trees need to be endangered trees are protected, for medicine and for research. But Chema want to require no good try. It's if we are sorry for this, but Chema charge 4 no. I will say really charge 4 now, sana charge 3 no. But you really charge 4 no. You ain't charge account 3 no. Or say undertaking a mining operation without a license. The company's general manager Edward Akuoku and operations manager Kojo Owusu Bempa alias Sly at large are also accused of operating unlawfully within the reserve. It's about Chema to me all this time the mining operation no need license and now one now omoye operations manager if ba Kojo Owusu Bempa I friend aka Sly and guy named Sly and ba so no menoka so munina no ba so e friend Edward Akuoku omunino medwane sisi ano ye pom action because jumana no mudi no omuni permission yen san so ento aso ne yen to aso with count 5 ne yen hwe count 5 no sobo a omude bom Chema Untumi or say count 5 ne abatement of unauthorized felling of trees Untumi and three others are allegedly to have aided the unlawful felling of trees in breach of the Forest Protection Act and Section 20 Clause 1 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960. It's a part say Chema Untumi count 5 no and they say time or could you try train in Diano it says unlawful no need to me so also yes and or yes no also the entrance with count 6 no near share subwa or mode bot Chema Untumi. That's the last count or mode bono or say count 6 erecting buildings in a forest reserve without written authority. Akonta Mining Company Limited is further accused of constructing buildings and other structures within the forest reserve without prior approval, contrary to Section 1 Clause B as amended. Chema Untumi, aside from all of these things are not all of course no akosi a dan e wo forest ni means that dinti okosi dan no o si because of your friend is saying baby a one more mind bibi on beda na bibi sai pa say we see a whole lot of building bra na oni permit to mu twetwe ndua no mo mind ni wi a omo wi no masan sisi omo san so esisi building. So these are the charges of what they bought Chairman Wontumi at the end of the day. They are using this particular charges to make sure that Chairman Wontumi will have his day in court. And ultimately, say be jailing based on all of these things.